To build Arduino projects, we naturally need a board. Arduino has more than 20 types of boards, and the most commonly used boards are the Arduino Mega and Arduino Uno boards. For new Arduino learners, it is recommended to take the Arduino Uno as it has all the functions that the Arduino Mega has. The only difference between them is the number of ports. For example, if the Uno has 3 5V power supplies, then the Mega has 5 5V power supplies. The Uno is smaller in size, which is more convenient to use in various small projects, and the Mega allows you to use more than 50 or more ports, while the Uno allows you to use 20 or more ports. Now we will create a small project in which we will connect an LED to the Arduino, and in the process we will get a rough idea of the Arduino. Arduino has a board called breadboard which allows us to connect two wires together without soldering them together, and if we do all this by soldering it will take us a long time, and it is not a fact that we can make a mistake and have to dismantle what we soldered and solder it again. That is why we use breadboard. Breadboard also allows us to get two currents from one current. The secret of the breadboard is that there are wires under the breadboard, through which we can connect the wires together and get two wires from one wire. The breadboard consists of two parts. Here, this long part has the wires arranged lengthwise, and here, in this part, the wires are arranged widthwise. This is something you need to pay close attention to, because all newbies confuse this, so I will provide a separate video and tell you about all its functions. And now let's connect the LED to our board. The LED has two pins, one of them is longer than the other. The longer one is the positive current, which is 3V, and the shorter one is the negative current. Now let's connect it to the Arduino using wires. Since we were talking about wires, let's say that the Arduino has three types of wires, of which these two are mainly used, which are called MOMDAD and DAD-DAD. The wires or MOMDAD wire has two different ends, one of them connects to the board or motherboard, for example, and the other end to some module of the standard Arduino, and DAD-DAD wire has two identical ends, which we mainly use to bring current from the motherboard to the board. Now, using two DAD-DAD wires, we will connect the LED. We will study which ports to connect to next time. The boards have two main ports, of which the black one is used to supply power to the board, and the white one is used to import the code into the board. In addition to importing code, the white port also supplies power to the board during this time. The remaining ports are divided into three groups: digital, analog, and power. Digital ports are used to provide and receive information to the Arduino modules, while analog ports are used again for information, but in this case the information is transmitted in the form of numbers. Power ports provide us with positive and negative current.